What's up, guys? Now, sir, coming at you with a different style of video, something I've never done before, but obviously being on YouTube, you see everybody do it at one point or another. A tier list. Now, the reason I'm doing this tier list is I'm doing this, in my opinion, where I think the best characters in the game are. The game being Multiverses for the people that don't know. But yeah, so that's basically it. Now, obviously, I got the tiers here from S to D, and I have unknown here because these two aren't out yet. I know everybody has the ability to play them on PC, and I am playing on PC, but I haven't touched them, so I am not even going to attempt to try to put them in a tier. From all I know is Rick is one character. I don't know if Morty's his own character or if he plays into Rick's kit, like some characters have moves from the show. So I don't know if like he'd be like a an echo version of Rick, like how they have a different outfit. The other outfit might be Morty, you never know. But yeah, as far as I know, Rick is a mage like Bugs Bunny, but I'm not classifying these two because I don't know anything about them. But just off the top, I'm gonna put in the S tier, or should I go lower tier? The only reason I want to do S tier is because I kind of know who is up there. So it'll be easier to then base everybody off them, because just off the head looking at the roster, I'm like, yeah, I know who's like the really good people and who like the average people are, but like C and D, the worst people, is gonna be based off of how I feel about them. Like I said, this isn't based off anybody else's tier list, but for sure top is Bugs, Iron Giant. Do I consider Superman A or S? He's really good. Yeah. And then anybody else S tier besides this person I'm about to put it to? No, Velma's S tier. Okay. So that's my S tier. Because all four of these characters I look and I'm like, who do you see teams of two? I see teams of two of these two characters each. Not specifically saying teams of these two, but who, if you ran into playing Multiverses, if they ran a team of these two characters, would be a very annoying team to fight. I've ran into double Bugs, I've ran into double Iron Giant, double Superman, and double Velma, all of which are annoying as hell. And you'd be surprised to think a team of two Velmas would be that good, but that's the thing, it's just Velma is so annoying to deal with that the fact that she's a support, because I'm not doing this off 2v2s. I'm not doing this off of 1v1s. This is strictly 2v2s because I have not touched 1v1s. Two Velmas, each boosting each other, just is equal amounts annoying. Who I'm gonna put in A? I put Finn, I put Shaggy, and I put Lebron. I'm not done with A, I'm just looking over it real quick because I'm like, do I not want to put, because like Taz, people have Taz in terms of like how good he is in the higher parts, and I'm thinking about putting him A, but I'm just looking and I'm like, where do I want to put him? Because Arya is another character that I say is really good. Like, in the right hand, she's annoying. She's not just like these people up here, where I've ran into Aryas that didn't know how to play Arya and they just were going crazy. All the Aryas I've seen have normally been really good. I guess in D I put Rain Dog, just because Rain Dog has to have... Rain Dog's annoying, like Velma, but it's different. Like, Rain Dog's not good without either... without either Velma or without another really annoying Iron Giant, Superman, Bugs Bunny. Rain Dog needs somebody to go with him that can make his support ability better. I've gone against Stevens, but I haven't really thought about how I'd place him. I guess C for him, because there's nothing bad about Stevens, but it's just like, when I look at Steven and how he plays and how I see people play him, like, I can't really think of any negatives or positives with him. Batman, I'm either gonna put Batman and Harley in B or A. Cause Wonder Woman I put B, cause she's worse than Superman, for sure. But I don't just feel like Wonder Woman as a character that I've seen be used at different levels. I don't feel like she's A tier in my opinion. This, like I said, this is based off what I've gone against, and also this is for the people that may be seeing this later on. This is after open beta. This isn't early access. I waited till after the open beta was out for a while before I decided to do this tier list. I'm still stuck on Taz because I want to put him A, but I know people get really annoyed with him. I've never considered Taz to be in this tier of characters. I've always thought of him like it's just like right below it, because Taz is a really annoying character to deal with. Like, I played Taz, and my homie JD did a video on Taz where he showed that character is annoying to fight. So he definitely couldn't go in B, because B, when I consider everything below here, I wouldn't mind fighting these characters. They have to be in the right hands to be dangerous. And that's how I look at these characters down here. These people, I've seen people just play recklessly. People like with Finn, they'll just be charging moves at the bottom of the screen the entire time. Shaggy, you know, he'll just be charging and then just throw out random full screen projectile, or not projectile, that full screen kick. Arya, a little bit more skill, but I don't consider her in this tier. Lebron, he's the newest, so he's the most hard for me to judge. I don't think he's B tier though. But, well, actually, he won't go I know as far as I've seen LeBron, he wouldn't go below B, because I've seen some crazy shit with LeBron. But I don't know if he's in these two tiers, because he's so recent, it's hard for me to get the accurate gauge on him. I'll put him B just for comfort, in terms of like, that's where I feel at the worst he should be. At the highest I say A. I haven't ran into any LeBrons that have just pissed me off like these guys up here. Batman's another really solid character who does a lot of good stuff. Never ran into a annoying Batman like I've done with these guys though, so I'd go B for Batman, I guess. Harley, is she a B or a C? Because I have a lot of experience playing against Harley, because my homie Joe plays Harley, and I say he's a really good Harley player because he mains Harley, so he puts all his time into being good with that character. And I've ran obviously into other Harleys. Their whole thing is setting up projectiles to try to combo to get you either on the edge or to get you up high, so they can hit you with the bat, or they can hit you with that boxing glove to knock you down. I'm not gonna say that Harley's a C. I'm gonna put Harley B, just because, like I said, when I look at you in this category, you can be good, but it's more so you need help. Wonder Woman's not just great on her own, she needs another person. Same with Batman. Well, Batman could arguably be up here, but I'm just putting him down here because I don't think he's A. But like Wonder Woman, LeBron could be up there too. Like I said, these two can go up here, but Wonder Woman and you, they don't just have things that I've seen people use that just makes me think in a solo match, Harley and Wonder Woman are about to dominate. Everybody up here in a solo match can dominate. Well, maybe besides Velma, but Velma's just so annoying that like she could. And I know I said I wasn't basing this off solos, but I'm just saying, like, for my justification, everybody up past A in a solo match could very much handle themselves reasonably well. Everybody down here, I look at it as more like they could do it, but they'd have to be in the right hands. You need a good LeBron player. You need a good Batman, Harley, Wonder Woman. It's also crazy that I put two of the supports down here, but then I put Velma up here, and she's like the support that everybody uses. Jake is an interesting one for me, because like I've ran against a bunch of Jakes. I feel like he's just an okay character, not a super high one. Because he's kind of like the Kirby of this game, except he also has stretchy ass limbs that are hard to combat. If I had to think, about it, I'm either putting him at A or B. Again, not an S tier character in my opinion. Maybe I'm not seeing the right person playing him, but are they on the same level, Finn and Jake? Nah, because I've ran into way more annoying Finns, and they were teamed up with Jakes, and the Jakes are annoying too, but it's not to that same level. Fighting a Finn online pisses me off. Like I said, anybody up here, if they're running duplicates of these characters, it's 2 of these characters, 2 Finns, 2 Shaggies, yeah, they're annoying. It's annoying, but I feel like I can manage this versus this. This, you run into 2 Finns, they're gonna just be charging and hitting you at the bottom of the screen the entire time. You have to range them out. Versus with Jake, his whole thing is he can move around, drop down the house or the car. Like, he got a lot more of a less annoying kid, I should say. You're going up here. You're annoying to deal with, especially, like I said, everybody up here. If you're running one of these, they can be very annoying. If you're running against 2 of these, I've ran against 2 Tom and Jerry's and just got hit by that fucking rocket move with Jerry the entire time, and it was frustrating because you can't. It's like Bugs, but low key better. Cause like Bugs is annoying. Tom and Jerry in the right hands can be even more annoying because they just have, like, I guess they have more annoying things than Bugs, because Bugs, his whole thing is what? He drops a safe on you, he does this tunnel to get away, he does his mallet, he does his rocket, his tunnel, he got the pie, he got the safe that he dropped down and he can knock at you. With Tom and Jerry, they have stuff where he can throw Jerry across the screen on the other side of the map and he's on one side, and they're throwing projectiles between each other that can hit you and then potentially lead into one of them comboing off of it. Or Jerry can do his own thing with, like, the champagne bottle and be damaging you, and the Tom comes up behind and does the finishing blow. Like, Tom and Jerry, definitely annoying to deal with. If I had to put Garnet, I'm putting her not there. If I had to think, like, man, where do I want to put Garnet? Because on one hand, Garnet, in my opinion, is going in C. Because, not just because they're Steven Universe characters, I love Steven Universe, but, it's like, when I think of Garnet, I don't think of anything Garnet being crazy besides her damage, but it's like Superman, you know, in that aspect. But it's a lesser version of Superman, because Superman's whole thing is his armor really puts him up here. He has so many moves that have armor, and if you get caught by it, it can be a nightmare to deal with, especially getting you to high damage quickly. But Garnet is kind of the same, but to a lesser degree. But how much of a lesser degree is what I'm trying to figure out, in my opinion, because I'm either putting her B, highest, or C. Part of me wants to leave her C, because, like, with Steven, as far as I've seen, doesn't just do anything that makes me go, okay, Steven deserves to be up here with these characters. But it's like, same thing with Garnet. Garnet, I've not seen anything, like, I've gone against 2 Garnets before, and it wasn't like these guys, where it was just crazy overwhelming and it was hard to deal with. Dealing with a Garnet is hard, but it's like with Steven, you need a good character to pair with her, like a Velma or a Harley, or not even Harley, a Velma, or like a Wonder Woman or an Arya. You know, they need that Garnet needs that extra thing to make them really dangerous. Like I said, unless you're just really cracked out with Garnet, then it's like, obviously then you would be higher in my opinion. But just thinking about the character themselves versus just me and the teammate versus that Garnet and the teammate, that's not about to scare me. Going up against anybody up here is going, okay, now we might have a problem here, in my opinion. Going against any of them down here are like, you're playing an okay character, let's see how you play. You know, I look at these with far less concern than I look at with these. Anybody I want to change? Bugs, Iron Giant, Superman, Velma, Tom and Jerry. No, just overall look of this from right here. This is how I'd put the game after playing it for since I guess the early access, when I got my hands first on the game. So since the early access, this is my opinion on the game right now. Obviously, these two at the bottom here will change when they come out officially, because that's probably when I'm going to play them. But you know, as of right now, this is how I feel about these characters. Let me know down in the description if you would move somebody up, if you'd move somebody down, or you know, if you have your own tier list that you what's the word I'm looking for here, that you more agree with than the one I got. Let me know in the comments down below. But this is how I feel about it, like right now. And then, like I said, this is subjective. This is what I've gone through in 1v1s. Even though I haven't played that many, I've only played really 1v1s against like a Harley, against my homie Joe. But like, I look at what they do in 2v2s, and I just remove their opponent in my mind, and I'm like, okay, or I remove their teammate, and then I go, okay, this is them. Could I deal with them? Everybody from B to D, I feel like in 1v1s, against me, I could handle. It's just you playing against a rain dog in 1v1s. That's not really it. I look at the like support characters around here as they need somebody. Same with Garnet, even though she's not support. I look at these three like they need a really good teammate that's up here in these tier to really have a fighting chance. I look at everybody here same way, except in the right hands, they can be very annoying to deal with. Everybody up here just is ignorant and can be very annoying, besides maybe Arya. But I guess I haven't seen an ignorant Arya player, but that's by some people's opinion, because I might have ran into one that some people are like, yeah, she mad aggravating, she just doing random shit. But because I don't play Arya, I have a way less understanding of her. But yeah, this is my tier list. Let me know down below how you feel about it. And besides that, I'll see you on the next video. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, and fucked with the tier list video and want me to do more. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.